Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's fun.
What?
Oh, I hit the wrong button. I was like, Paris in stereo. There we go. Just showing you how awesome and ahead of our, well, on top of everything we are and are not, I guess. Hey everyone, welcome to Paris in stereo. I'm Jason Paris. Tonight we're doing a very special episode. We are going back in time because this is close to the 6 month we've been doing this this show. We started August 5th, so that's 2 days away from being a 6 month anniversary, and we're trying to make the best of it. And it says that our streaming quality is just awful right now for some reason.
Through the roof.
It says red. It's just all red. Well, that's fun. Why are you having such a hard time?
Is it because
Nothing's running.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just real bad right now.
Maybe it'll sort itself out. We don't especially need...
Well, we want it to be like workable for people, so I just hope that's workable. I can't tell how it's going to look for them. So
Welcome to Paris in stereo. We have no idea how the visual quality is going to be, but as Jason was saying, this is a very important episode.
Yeah.
And a very special episode, and we're glad that you're here, friends.
Yeah. Let me turn you up just a teens.
I'm going to cough about every 3.8 seconds.
That's okay. You can do that.
No, I probably won't, actually.
I'm going to turn this down just a little teens too. So yeah, we are starting from the beginning, and what I have queued up right now is our YouTube channel, which is Paris in Stereo. There is no URL yet because I guess you have to have like 50 subscribers or more or something like that to have a custom URL. But if you search for Paris in Stereo on YouTube, you'll find it, and it has about 80 something videos on there. Because what we used to do back in the day, we used to actually have back in the day, 6 months ago.
6 months ago.
Well, it feels like it's just changed and evolved so much. As you can see, we actually did this first show back in the other room, in the dining room, and I set up all my stuff, and it was a big ordeal trying to get everything set up. But I liked the orange curtains backdrop, and just had 2 webcams set up, and I think one of them was my laptop.
Oh, I'm sure it was, yeah.
Yeah. And
we had some impressive lighting.
Right.
Some deeply impressive lighting, in fact.
Yeah. You can turn it on.
Let's see. Everyone, brace yourselves.
Okay, here we go.
We don't know how it's going to look. It's untested.
Oh, perfect. That adds more color to the room immediately.
Cool.
Yeah. We're still streaming terribly. I'm just getting like I imagine the other side just looking like complete crap for some reason.
We're allowed to be new.
Yeah.
For a year.
That's true.
And then, you can be embarrassed. But
right.
I refuse to be. I'm proud to work on this, the worst stream I've ever worked on.
The only stream you've worked on.
It's true. So, as you can imagine, what is it, 80-something videos you said? And they're all, 3-4 hours long, sometimes longer? That's a lot of songs.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of songs. Most of the time I hit around 7 or 8, at least from the first 4 sessions or so, which is about all I've mapped out so far.
I think you got a lot faster.
Yeah.
But we can do the math later and see how many songs per session we did for a while.
That's true.
And when I say we, I'd like to say that I mean you, because so this is Jason Paris. He hasn't talked about it. He's a composer. He's a musical genius, and was a stalled songwriter, and has had, I would say, a really good time meeting people and making new friends and getting involved in Twitch. I was on board. I was modding. I've been around, but I didn't really start working with you on stream until much later.
It's true.
So the lyrics in these first sessions are all his fault. I think at some point, the point I realized that I might be able to help was when you said you were reading Little Women or something while you wrote music.
Yeah. So I think around, as far as what I've seen so far, it must be session 5 or so. It's the first time that you actually contributed lyrics to the whole thing, which was, was very needed and warranted at the time. So yeah, I'm definitely glad you're doing that now.
Yeah, it's been fun. I've had fun too.
Oh, definitely. I hope so. Otherwise, man,
we're having a great time. So let's talk about what we're actually going to do.
Right.
And I can do that, or you can.
Well, tonight what we're going to do is we're going to try to kind of blitz through these sessions. As much as listening to each song like 5 minutes or so is blitzing, but we are going to try to find some songs that can be turned into like possible ones we'll loop live. Like maybe I'll have a song where people can actually request something in the chat. They'll say request, Southampton Park and Ride, and then I could do a looped version, knowing how I usually perform that. So like basically making a performable version of these songs. The other idea is that we can take some of these songs and maybe even turn them into kind of polished versions, ones that will appear on the forthcoming album sometime this year, hopefully. And that's pretty much it. And just kind of getting a sense of where we've come, where we've been, what we could do different. There might be some stuff I did back then that was super awesome, and now it's, I've changed that for some reason, and maybe it's something I could learn. So I think, it's always good to look back and see what you could do differently. I'm just really bummed out by this. I'm so worried that it looks terrible.
I think it's going to be just fine.
I'm going to bring it up just to make sure, but yeah, it says literally 0, and then it was like 721, like kilobit, like half a megabit per second. Like, why is my upload speed so awful right now? It's so weird.
So I have a scorecard ready to go. So not all of these songs are named, and some of them have tentative names. So we're going to try to give every song some kind of identity, or number, even if that works.
Right.
And then we'll mark the time of the session that it ends, because we didn't really do that. We didn't know what we were getting into. We didn't know what our end goal would be, other than to get out there and see what we made. So Here we are. We know what we've made. We're untangling it a little bit.
Right.
Like a spaghetti nest or something.
Like a spaghetti nest.
Like a spaghetti nest. And then what we're going to do is Jason's going to give it a score, 1 to 10. I'm going to give it a score, 1 to 10. And anyone who's in the room that wants to participate, we'd love to know, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much you loved that particular song and how much you'd like to hear it again.
Right on.
All right. So are you ready to start?
Yeah, we can start off. I wanted to play the beginning of this because I thought it was kind of funny. So when I first one little tidbit, if there's any facts that are interesting, perhaps. It looks like we're green now, so if whatever problem was, it fixed itself. It's okay.
Good deal.
So this was actually the second week we did this. So I tried to do it, and I thought it would be easy. And for some reason, I'm having a hard time getting the sound actually going to the computer. You had to do like some sort of sound flower thing that I didn't quite understand. I still don't really quite understand. But there's no way to choose like the main sound card as your input device for some reason. So it was a little confusing, but made it work. So I bought a cable and was ready to go for the next session, which was August 5th. And that's this session, improv session number 1. And I'm still using that cable today, but this is how I started. Because you couldn't hear me last time. And here we go. You can see a little bit. But.
Yeah. Like a pro.
Just dead air. Let me know if you see me. Let me know if you see me.
Let me know if you see me. So what you don't know about that set is that is our house.
Yes.
Some of you will know that. Rise would know that when he comes through. It'll look familiar. That's our dining room. So I'm in the next room, and I'm like, okay, don't know what to do. Other than just be like, because there was like a 2-minute lag or something.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay.
Yeah, because I hadn't turned on the beta feature that makes it a little faster.
Yeah.
For you guys to see, but.
You good?
Yeah,
folks?
nothing. So we're a minute in. I said, let me know if you see me. Now I'm looking at my phone, making sure that I think I'm texting you and saying like,
you probably
can
are.
you see me or something like that? We could probably go back to that time and find it. Let's see if I.
Are you literally gonna look at your phone on the stream again?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, what a goober! I'm looking at my phone.
Looks like it's
Now
going.
here you're doing it now. It's great.
Okay.
So that's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely not on the main TV screen. But
So-
it seems because it wasn't coming up
you
on the
had
main
it
screen
on.
'cause it takes forever.
It takes forever. The TV's the worst.
Now I actually have my notes on this, so I'm gonna bring.
Can you hear me too?
Yeah, bring it up.
Yeah.
That's good.
So here you've got you've got
Alright.
Loopy.
Yes.
You've got your controller. That's the iRig, right?
I got the iRig and the Loopy are the only things I have here. And all that really does is just allows me to
Pretty sparse.
yeah, I'm controlling a couple different. I just chat as well.
Do you want to make your
It's just nothing. What's that? Make my what?
make it? Can you make it full screen? Because I can see your whole browser and everything. It just might look cooler if it's not like that.
Well, yeah, I could do that. Here.
All right.
Is that better?
Yeah,
It just covers my face now.
that's fine. You're still in shot.
Just getting a little situated here. Hopefully.
I don't know why my
Everything's working.
event list is gone.
Oh, because you covered it. Just now. Oh no, it's just gone. It wasn't there.
Oh, it's just
before.
big.
How loud is this?
There we go.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, this I forget that this thing messes up as soon as you try to do something weird.
So I think there's some kind of law that the first thing you do when you sit down is you play those same
One.
exact notes.
2, 3,
Really?
4, 5.
Just playing notes.
One.
I also like counting.
Yeah. Yeah, we were driving along listening to Seal earlier, and he was just frantically counting along. It was great. He was like 1, 2, 3, 4,
That's cool, son.
Well, it's just because
7.
Dreaming Metaphors is in 7/4, and it's fun to count.
Like, he like,
All right, here's what I call a listed.
I'm just gonna.
So this is called
Start
Spooky
creating
Jam.
stuff, I
This is what I listed as calling Spooky Jam,
I'll take it.
and it starts here at. No, see, I can't see the time. Okay, there we go. 3:17. It doesn't end for another 7 or like another 10 minutes or so. But here we'll get into it. Turn this down a little bit here. So I think this is an app called Cauldron I'm using,
Okay.
and it's a VST I bought for like $10. VST being virtual instrument basically.
Right.
Turn it down a little bit maybe. And I'm using DM1 as my drum, and my hope is going forward once I get my RC I'm trying to build the first loop first. Once I get the 505, the RC 505, I can actually make it so that keyboard is going to be my other synthesizer other than the Mini Nova.
Aha.
So I'll have the Mini Nova, which is great for, like leads and stuff like that. And then I'll have this one that can be used for piano or for leads, and it also has those drum keys I can set for DM1 as well and do drum stuff.
Well,
So the Electribe can do more of the drum pattern, like overlaying drum pattern, and I can use the DM1 for more one-shot stuff that I want to add in the audio, is the idea.
that sounds great.
All right, so this one just kind of goes for a bit. I'm building it. I had some problem with trying to get it to I've had this problem, but latency coming back from the system is a little bit different. So I play it in, it sounds right, and when it plays it back, it's off. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. And that's the major problem I've been having most of the time, is that I feel like it's right, and then it comes back and it's like a little off, and yeah, just latency.
So you said this one's 17 minutes long or something?
Yeah, we can move on a little bit.
Yeah, skip forward a little bit.
It's really just this. Yeah, we're at minute 11 now.
Yeah, already looping vocals.
What's that?
You're already looping vocals.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there you go. Never. Well, actually, I have some reverb on. I can have more. this just goes on for a bit.
Yeah, skip forward a little bit more. Let's hear a little bit more of this song.
Oh, I put effects on it. Wait, how did I do that? Oh, I rebuilt them.
Okay.
What's up?
I am getting massively loud sounds in my headphones, and I can't tell. Now you've turned me down, but the music is still really loud. So I just don't know if there's anyone in the chat that can tell us how it sounds, because it feels like it's loud.
When you say massively loud sounds, I'm not sure what you mean.
Well, the music is loud, and you're yelling over the music, and I can't.
Okay. I can turn down the music.
Yeah, it's just kind of like super loud.
Yeah, no one in the chat is going to tell us how this...
This is better already.
Yeah. No, it's still all within the parameters of this. It's not overclipping. It's just loud.
Yeah.
I can turn the whole phones down. Is that better?
Yeah, it's true. I'm real quiet, though. I just don't want to yell over the music.
Yeah. Do you want the music up or down?
Turn this up.
Okay.
Okay.
Better?
Much better, yes.
Okay. Yeah, if the music just needed down, just tell me to turn the music down. I'm controlling.
That's what I was gesturing about.
Yeah, see.
And everything went wrong.
You can just tell me, it's fine.
That's fine. So, where does this song go? Where's our end game in this song?
There is no end game. And that's it. So that's Spooky Jam.
So
And that ends around 17 minutes here. I play a little solo or something over it.
I mean, okay.
So really, that's it.
Let's just give it a pause here.
Yeah, I paused it.
I like what you were doing, but it's clearly just a jam.
Yeah, so it's just a jam. That one didn't go anywhere. This is kind of before. I was just kind of seeing how it works, making sure it worked well. Now it's not the first time I did this. I did a stream with Double Dugs where I played. Where I played. If this is full screen, then why is it doing that? That's so weird. Sorry,
I don't know.
It's allowing me, even in full screen mode, to scroll down the chat. So I guess that's an interesting little feature.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I did Loco Solo for Double Dug stream, and that kind of spurned the whole idea of I could do this as a, weekly thing or as a Twitch thing in general. It took me 5 months to kind of get the gumption to really do it. And anyway, I'm just kind of making sure that this setup, because I've never really used this particular app, I think. But yeah, that's Spooky Jam.
Right on.
And then I talk for a little bit. See, let's go a little bit here. Yeah, I'm just talking about the different vocal effects. I'm actually using a different vocal effect processor. And so instead of using my TC Helicon, here, I'll turn this down a little bit. Instead of using my regular TC Helicon, I'm using my turning Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. I am doing using an app instead that didn't work great. It's TC Helicon app. They've never updated it for a long time, and I felt stupid for spending $10 on it.
It happens. I bought a meal planning app that I actually hated.
Right.
But I couldn't even get in until I bought it. So
let's should we?
It came highly recommended, but I think it was crap. So
should we rate that one?
Should we keep writing it?
Yeah.
Let's rate it. What do you think? 1 to 10. How groovy was it?
I don't know. It was like a 4. It didn't really go anywhere.
Yeah, I feel like I was gonna give it a 6.
No, I think
5.
that's.
I'll give it a 5. The chat's too quiet to pull there, but I feel like it needs a lot of work.
Right.
And I think it's just purely a jam, and there's not really much of an A/B section. It's just kind of.
Yeah, most of these songs don't really have a whole lot of A/B. That's something I've always tried to work on, and it's a hard thing to do because you have to dedicate so many different spots for those loops.
Yeah.
That's one thing. That's the only thing that I'm kind of like hesitant about the RC505 is I'm not sure exactly how I would make those things possible. I mean, I think it's possible you can set different phrases, but I don't. Anyway, it's a problem, I think a lot of times you just have to like either have a stripped down. With looping, I think you generally have to have like a stripped down version of your verses, and then when everything comes back in, that's your choruses, and you let your melody guide that. Yeah. So if it's just instrumental, then it gets kind of boring. So this one I just listed as real drums.
Ooh, real drums.
So I just have
Like
this,
real monsters.
right. So
What's the timestamp? Where are we?
well, right now we're at 20 minutes and 21 minutes basically, and I haven't built the first loop yet. I'm trying to,
Yeah.
but this happens a lot. So at some point in time, I actually set up foot pedals, but I didn't really like them, and so I stopped using them. But I think with the RC505, I might bring them back in. Also,
Yeah.
the dog steps on them, and that makes a problem.
Yeah, it's hard for us to lock the dog out of the room because he basically will destroy any barrier between us and him. So we can't really like lock him in the room or the bedroom or
Right.
anything without worrying about what he's gonna do. So sorry. We probably just let him outside for 4 hours.
Right. Yes, haven't actually started. This is part of the problem I had with cutting songs out after
Yeah.
shows, because all these songs would have so many false starts to them where I would go back and I'm like, no. Now I finally got the first loop going, and it's like 2 minutes later than I said.
Yeah.
So anyway, this one I don't think it has any lyrics either, so I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit.
Let's hear some of it.
I remember this one. I like that. This one has that weird time signature thing too. I think it was throwing me off a little bit. Let's go a little ahead.
I like that.
Yeah, it's cool. It's like I do more little vocal stuff here in a second. I'm trying to build the bass line. This is the ride of life. I'm also saying nonsense words.
I like it. Let's hear like the next go 1 or 2 minutes down in a second.
I'm messing with different vocal things. This is also something I'm trying to like work on getting rid of. I mean, it's cool, but maybe making it a little harder to hear all my weird fluff. Maybe people like to hear that. Maybe they like to hear all the different ways I can make a song. I don't know.
Can you go forward a little bit?
I might start singing like some words and then I just kind of stop.
Yeah, well, you're still trying to find the right melody and all that.
I'm just not sure if I go back to singing words.
Yeah.
But I like this one. Generally, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess it's not in weird time. It's just kind of structured differently. Yeah. See if I sing and sing. Oh, I'm trying to sing. Let's see. Now you can.
Girl.
This goes on for about 4 more minutes, so let's see if I sing anything else. I think I'm just playing stuff now. I think you get the drill, just this one. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just playing. Okay. We'll let that play out while we talk over it.
Yeah.
I think that works as our
So,
background
yeah,
music, if you will.
Pretty mellow.
Sorry, I'm just okay. Yeah, it's pretty mellow. I mean, I like the general groove of it. It's kind of a slow, funky beat. It's probably more like a 6 for me, I guess.
I think a 6 for you. Yeah, I was gonna put it right at 6 as well. I think it's good. I think it needs a lot of work.
Yes.
Whereas I think there are some songs that won't need like to be fully written. You know, like
Yeah.
some songs are a little more further along. Like when we did Southampton Park and Ride. I'll put the link up to Sound Chat for that. Or,
Right.
Yeah, SoundCloud. When we did that, it was just like we just knew we were like, okay, we can work on this one a little bit. And
Right.
get something really good out of it.
Yeah. It's definitely a lot of like, you know, first time trying to figure out things.
Yeah, I think we're looking for like not low hanging fruit, but just something a little more developed. So I would put that at 6 because I think it's got a good groove, but I
Right.
think it needs like work later.
Agreed. So the next one is, I have it written down as Stand Up and Be Counted. We'll see if let's see where. So what's cool about this stream, and I can see the iPad, is that I can actually see when I build loops, because, you know, the circles are filled in. So I can kind of zoom ahead and see where I have at least a couple loops built in. Here we go. See if I get 3 here.
What's your timestamp on this?
Oh, sorry. You want the beginning?
Any random number that'll get us close is great.
Okay, 48:15. Stand up and be counted, I said.
Hey, Kale.
Hey, Kale, welcome in. Thank you.
It's the
10 out of
background
5.
poster.
Yeah,
Oh, Vader.
the Vader poster that hangs over me. It's actually a Houston Astros poster, but anyway, we're just going back and listening to some of the old sessions.
Let's skip forward a little bit. Let's see where this goes.
Let's see. This one actually ends pretty fast because I don't think I like it very much.
You know what? That loop is super like obvious somehow.
Of the
Yeah, listen.
oh, like when it
Yeah.
it's because reverb. What happens is like you hear the whole room, and then because it gets cut, the reverb goes away. So it's kind of one of those things where it's hard to use reverb in your loops unless it's overall over the entire audio mix, because if it's in the loop, then it just cuts off and then you hear exactly where it cuts.
Want to skip forward just a little bit?
Yeah, this one ends right. I think I get tired of it and I'm like, screw it. So
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
one I think is probably the weakest so far.
That's like a 3.
Yeah. But
Yeah, it's not that it's a bad groove. It's
No.
just sort of, it feels like practice, you know. But I like the title, Stand Up and Be Counted.
it's good. Yeah, we could always revisit that title if we wanted to.
So, Kale, we are celebrating 6 months by going through and watching all the old improv streams to
That's right.
see what kind of music we could actually produce a finished track out of, or even prepare for live performance.
Right.
So if you want to weigh in, we're weighing things on a scale of 1 to 10, and we're just kind of scrolling through. This is only the 4th song. What, do you have a name for this next one?
Oh, this is a good one.
Oh.
This is Hearts of Space.
Oh, Hearts of Space was a favorite.
Yeah, so here we go into a little bit. Has all these weird, cool sounds, and these cool sounds are kind of found in this Cauldron app,
Yeah.
and I would love to come back to some of those, like more weird sounds and stuff. I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah, give it a shot. This is when you're not exactly a mix master. You don't have to be a mix master. We just want to know what you appreciate.
It's true.
What kind of sounds are the grooviest. And plus, we want to make sure we're making music that people want to come hear. So if there's something that you like, then tell us what it is. This is the most open to criticism I think we're going to be. But this this one was fun and funky, and our friend Brett Weaver came in and said, "Hey, it sounds like Hearts of Space."
He sure did, yeah.
And we were like, "Let's call it Hearts of Space."
And then I started singing all about John Delabarto. I have no idea who it is, and I still didn't look up who that was. But
I think I did then, but I don't remember. That's 6 months ago. Okay, what kind of music do you listen to, bud? Right on.
Hawaiian music, interesting. Is there a particular artist that we should be looking out for?
Is he? If it's Izzy, tell me. I can't remember his full name, and it was Hawaiian. And I was gonna ask you if Kayla Koa was a Hawaiian.
Yeah, he's in Hawaii.
Fixed major harmony. We'll be right there.
That doesn't sound so good. I think the harmonies they were putting in didn't sound so good.
I feel like there was a lot of salty back talk when you were in the early days. You were just yelling at your gear.
I like the soul.
This is kind of a tribal vibe.
It is pretty tribal. I'll move up a little head. Let's see. It's funny, for a second I was gonna say this is back when I had hair, but then now I have hair again.
Yeah, it's like Paris and hair pieces. We just trying to figure out.
Well,
Next week
actually-
you should just have like crazy long hair and just like no.
I think in just 2 weeks or so, I shaved my head from the beginning of the show.
Really?
Yeah, a couple weeks in.
Well, fun fact, I didn't start. I just looked. I didn't start streaming with you until the 9th of September.
Wow,
Yeah. So that first.
took a while
2
to get
months.
you in here.
Yeah, that first 6 weeks you were. No, hey, I was around.
Well, yeah.
I never miss an episode of Paris in Stereo.
You have
That's
not.
a fact.
That's true.
I have watched Paris in Stereo on the subway in New York City.
So this one goes for a bit. It's cool though.
Yeah, Kale, I'm totally gonna come visit, and I can't offer much, but I'll cook for you.
I love that. Then no. Oh, I think I liked it better when I was playing it in. This. Wait. Okay. I'm working out the melody, of course. I don't know how far back I went.
That means that's a cause a problem, doesn't it? Let's go forward just a little bit more. We got a lot of songs to get through. I agree that I like this one though.
John Delabarto, whoever that is.
I am because your science is so tight. I am here from the hearts of space. I am your host, John Delabarto.
I now know who John Delabarto is.
Oh yeah. And my weird David Bowie bit.
John Delabarto, he is
Okay,
the
so-
man. He will lead you through the heart of space. Join his dance.
Okay. I like it.
That's dinner.
That's dinner.
My dinner is ready. It's time to eat all
There has to be something happening in the chat.
Yeah.
This has to be the night Brett came and we talked for a while.
I'm John. Open the hobby.
Yeah.
All right, so
That's Hearts of Space. It goes on for a
that's Hearts
bit.
of Space. The early ones were quite loud. So let's pause this for a second because I want to address a couple of things.
Okay.
One, it's Diliberto,
Okay.
Diliberto.
Not De La Barto.
Not De La Barto.
Okay.
John Diliberto is a producer and host of Echoes, a nightly music soundscape on Public Radio International and heard on public radio stations across the country. He's from
Interesting.
Worcester. He's from Worcester, Mass. He's a Mass.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's older, but not super old. What's happening? Oh, you're
Well,
still playing music.
I'm just messing around with it. I just figured I'd just turn it down and it would be like background music to what we're talking.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
Okay.
And I can move it around when we're into it. But
Kayla, let us know if we sound okay, if you're getting all this. Boop Boop reminds me of Star Wars or Transformers, the original one.
this song right here.
The song
Yeah.
that we just played, or because we don't. Yeah, was that the Hearts of Space John Diliberto song?
Probably.
Because I've seen Transformers, but I
Yeah.
I wasn't watching for particular artistic merit.
I don't know. See, I feel like we're gonna get up to the upper reaches and just start counting things tens as we go down the line. So I feel like maybe a 7 on that one.
You want a 7 on that one? I want to put an 8 on that one.
You want to put 8 on that?
Yeah. What
Yeah.
about you, Kale? Scale of 1 to
Yeah, the
10.
original one.
How did you feel about the Hearts of Space song? That's what we need to know. Well, this keyboard thing is pretty cool. Also spacey.
Yeah. This is not what it ends up being. This one's called "This Beat Is About to Fall Apart." Because I say that a bunch.
You had a 9.
Woof.
Thanks, Kale.
All right.
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to remind me what you just said this thing was called.
This beat is about to fall apart. Sorry.
This beat is about to fall apart.
And it turns into something I call desires, because the song, I did this weird thing where I drop out half the loops and re-record and like
Slash.
basically build a different song around some of the same loops, which is interesting.
Desires. What's a timestamp here?
Well, right now we're at 127, but I don't know if I haven't built a single loop yet, so 128.
I'll go with 128. Okay. Thank you.
There you go. Oh, see, I get rid of it. Then I build just that. Okay, so like more at 132 if you really want, like.
Yeah, I'm in.
Okay, this one more 4 on the floor type. Let me see. This one gets crazy. This is the kind of soul coughing one. That's the name. This one's cool the way it it starts with that, and I add stuff. Let's see.
Demons are coming out of the floorboard.
Yeah, pretty much.
Party demons.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Wait till the raw drums come in.
Oh my goodness. This is spooky.
It gets cooler. Watch. It was my curtains. It's the curtains in the dining room. That's where the orange.
Yeah.
Insane.
This was all the
Inside for the bus. Okay. Hold on, it gets better.
yeah, this was made before there was a lot of gear involved. So we just did it in the living room or the dining room. A shipping container. Ooh. That'd be cool.
Okay. Let's see what we got. Definitely experimental jam.
Oh, sorry, I didn't do it that time.
I like it. This little like sounds like when people make step sequencers or step sequences on their
Yeah.
analog synth and they don't care about like where it ends up and it's like kind of like a run in Pink Floyd, whatever it is, like.
Oh yeah. It's just spooky.
See how you don't remember this one?
Hey, bass. No, I don't remember this song at all.
Then it has this cool. That brings it together. Yeah, hey Mace, welcome in. I heard you say it, so I figured that was.
Yeah, so we are.
We are.
I'm just yelling over this music. Turn the music down just a little bit.
I'm working on it. There you go.
Yeah, we're starting at the beginning. So this is Paris's very first stream. We're in the. This is song number 5. The first time he actually did this.
Yeah, this is from August 5th last year. I only had like this keyboard and my iPad.
It's true. Pretty basic. Right, seriously, throwback.
That's a direct reference to Soul Coughing. He says that because Brett said Soul Coughing.
Yeah, we're looking for songs that we can put on that we can reproduce or produce better, either for performing live or for doing doing an album. I think we wanted to put out an album this year of the songs that we wrote that were the best, and so this is a good way to go through it.
Here.
Hey, Baduism, you're watching Silent.
Hey, Baduism.
I'm sorry you're watching.
A silent stream? Well, that's not very helpful, is it?
How do we say hi?
Yeah.
I'm not on a scale of 1 to 10. I don't know. I'll go last. What do you guys think? Scale of 1 to 10. This song. Would you hear it again? Would you tell people about a song like this? 1 to 10.
I'm trying to see how long this goes. 20721. This one goes on for a bit.
You figured out your camera.
All right, figured out your camera.
I saw a tweet about it, but what's your solution for your situation?
I'll move ahead a little bit. Here's where it moves to the other song, I think. There's that part. This beat is
I
about.
had to unplug one of the C920s. No.
Oh, you had to
That's
unplug
not
one of them?
ideal.
Why? Well, actually, maybe I just didn't know what exactly was happening. What was happening with the camera? Ah, okay. Here's the staple to the next song, which I call Desire. So 156, I'm sorry.
Okay, so stop for a second. What did we think about this beat is about to fall apart? What do you want to rate that on a scale of 1 to 10?
I mean, I think it's interesting, like as a tonal experiment. Probably like a 4.
Like a 4?
Yeah,
Okay.
when the beat came in, it was cool, but there's not. I mean, it'd be really hard to create that again fast.
Well, Mace, you don't have to type it all out. It's totally good. We totally understand.
Hey, thanks for the host, Baduism. Awesome.
Thanks, Patty.
Yeah.
So, Chet, what do you guys think about that last one with the beat falling apart and all the experimental drums and stuff? Is that exciting to anybody? If you guys want to rate something. Oh, Mace, bless your heart.
Yeah, you're okay. If you don't want to have to explain the whole thing, that's
okay.
totally fine.
I'm gonna give that one a 3.
Yeah, a 3?
And I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Because it's fun and it's groovy, but as far as like
listenable again next time?
Yeah. It sounds fun, but it sounds like
Yeah.
just like, I don't know, there's no like AB, there's no like
No.
no hook, I guess, and I don't really hear
Right.
the lyrics that would make that song
Mm-hmm.
something.
Okay.
Amazing. So that's just my thought.
How is everyone? You look well, apparently, sir. Thank you. I'm doing great. Just listening. So the whole point of we're at 6 months. We've been doing this for 6 months, and we are looking back at old streams to see if there's any hidden gems that we want to turn into like full-on live looping things. So the idea is I want to create some songs I can recreate on a weekly basis on the show. So if someone comes in and says, hey, I want to hear Southampton Parker Ride, I'd be like, you got it, buddy. And then I'll start playing because I'll have everything kind of worked out. I'll kind of work on getting these new streamed, looped versions of things. More like when someone does like a looped version of something at a show, they have it in mind exactly what they're doing. So that's the whole idea, but with original songs. So
this one was called Desire, and we've heard this bit. Skip forward a little bit and see where it goes.
I'm not saying real words.
Yeah, don't judge these lyrics. Betty, how are you doing? You do look well, by the way, Paris.
When
You look very
configuring the cams, it wouldn't let me configure each cam separately, which also means the cam would reset to default every time I open OBS. I exposed issues with my main cam. I had to take the cam off because it wouldn't let me do it at the same time. That's weird.
weak.
I have two different cams. So I have a 920 and I have a
Whatever the other one is.
930E. It's like a separate kind of thing.
Skip forward a little bit again.
Sure. I think about 4 minutes left on this song. Yeah, I'm just kind of turning it down so we can talk about it. Excuse me. So interesting that it didn't like having two 920s. Couldn't see those separately. I feel like that's that's just like a computer problem that most people would have.
It's an odd gap. The stream looked good today. I was just lurking. We had it on in the living room, and I made some bread.
Yeah, she made some awesome bread.
I made some delicious bread.
This one's about to end in about a minute, so we can start talking about it. So this is Desire. I basically took the same drum beat from This Beat Is About to Fall Apart and used it for this song. Again, it's like a half-formed song, I think. It's kind of cool, but I give it maybe a 5.
I gave this one a 7.
Really?
Yeah.
You just like that little beat going?
I do. I feel like it's taking me somewhere. I feel like with the right words and like the right, like maybe a few less loops of that vocal, but keep it in there somewhere. I feel like there's enough texture in this that it could be something. So I like this one. I gave it a 7.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm having weird problems with my stream tonight. It stays green most of the time, and then it'll just dip down to like 600 kbs. And
something's probably updating. We've got so much stuff hooked up to our poor internet.
Yeah, who knows? Okay, so that's Desire. At least what I wrote down is Desire.
Yeah. So that was Desire. That was good.
Or Desires, I guess I put, but who cares?
So how's everybody doing? How you guys feeling? Sorry your camera situation's not
that's
not great. But it's probably just that's a funny weird bug. It's weird that when a lot of people have the same problem and there's not a fix for it, and they're just like, oh well,
so be it.
So be it. We'll figure it out. Say liars. Kate is sick. Oh.
Yeah,
I heard her coughing.
I heard her coughing too. It didn't sound like she was doing too hot, so I'm sorry to hear that too.
I hope you've a couple times taken her a nice cup of tea.
That's right.
I learned this the last time I was sick, is that if it's a cough, you can actually just put some ginger powder in some tea, and it makes your throat feel a lot better. She didn't want anything.
She just slept. Sometimes sleeping is the best option. It's true.
That's sweet. I hope she feels better fast. That's pathetic. That's weak.
I do too.
Stupid everything.
Yeah.
I'm not getting sick again this winter. I'm done. I've decided. I've declared this.
I think this is also the stream.
Poo. Badawism said poo. Sorry, it just fits.
I hate when I hit this stupid thing with my ears.
It's great.
Okay, so anyway, this one is
You should put your mic stand here and put the coming this way, maybe.
Maybe.
Okay, Mace, we'll be here.
All right,
Have fun.
Mace. Thanks for stopping by.
Clean the mic she was using. Right?
She wasn't using the mic. They just heard her in the background.
Yeah, nobody else gets sick.
I call this one you see in the silences.
You see in the silences. Okay.
All right, I'll move ahead a little bit.
Give me a timestamp somewhere.
2:12.
Okay.
That's 2 hours, 12 minutes.
I gotcha.
I figured you realized.
Yeah.
Okay. Did I not use this? Oh, I'm doing like the ooh wah, ooh wah. Can I move ahead a little bit?
How's this making you guys feel? How's this making you feel, Paris?
I think it's kind of groovy. This is me like doing a lot of like layer loops. I'm just kind of building stuff. I like that.
I'm just gonna, I don't know how much more of the song there is. Scoot forward a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and say,
You can see what?
what's your gut telling you on this one? 1 to 10.
7?
I give it an 8. I mean, even without hearing the rest of it, I kind of can't resist it.
It is kind of cool. I forgot I had this cool. I can just hit right on this. Do I do anything with it? No. Do I talk? Oh, there we go.
Never find myself, never see way, never saw the one when it's saying bye, never be the same, never saw the right thing.
Cool.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the better ones.
Yeah, I think that's a strong 8.
It's kind of fun. I'm hitting right arrow and it's just going ahead 5 seconds, but I can mash it. Yeah. It's kind of fun that way. And here's the end. Apparently, just stop it.
All right.
Okay, so the next song. At 2:39. I guess I talked for a while or messed around for a while, but I started doing Doctor Who.
Oh, nice. We should hear that one.
Yeah, I'll revisit that. That patch is perfect.
Yeah, it's delightful. Doctor Who. Woo, wow,
It's more like the Fourth Doctor.
It's definitely an older one.
My favorite era of the music, anyway.
Oh no, Tom Baker was my guy. He looked like my sister a little bit. Maybe that's why I liked him. She had big curly hair when I was of the age to start watching this.
Right. Now I'll tell you what, though. This might be a fun one to do live.
It's true.
People would probably freak out if I did this.
Oh, for sure.
I just had to find the same patch, and I don't know if I could read that screen to say what it was.
What do you think? Do you think too many people play this live?
I don't know if they do or not.
Is it a little too
Not this version.
on the nose, or is it great? As a live track, I'd give it an 8. Maybe a 7.
Especially if I just figured out. I mean, it's like it. Okay. I don't know if I get it. I mean, it's not a really original song. I just thought it might be a cool thing to talk about later.
I mean, yeah, you should always end with a cover or something so people remember.
There you
Okay. So.
I like the gesture you made when I gave you that little bit of commentary that came from a friend of mine. That
What's that?
I said always end with a song you know, and you like kind of rolled your eyes a little bit.
You mean song like a cover? I'm like, I don't know if I want to end with a cover every night.
No, but eventually they know your songs, right? Like,
Yeah.
You always end with songs they know, right?
Is that?
I heard that from somebody who's got like a big record deal and is like touring the country.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't just make that up. Not just being Pax being Pax. I mean, Kaiju being Kaiju.
Well, I'm sorry.
No, it's alright. I know you didn't mean nothing by it.
Right.
Because you're so nice. There's probably like 30 minutes of this.
Probably.
Yeah, noise.
This one's called Bye Bye.
Bye bye. Where are we at? Timestamp?
2:43.
Oh, you didn't rate the Doctor Who one. Did you want to?
Nah.
Okay.
I mean, it's not.
I flagged it for live anyway.
Yeah, it was mostly like maybe that'd be fun live, but I don't know if it's not one of my songs, so I guess it's not worth revisiting.
Yeah, no, it's not. For the
I mean, it
purposes
is.
of this, it's not gonna be great. You're right.
I don't know.
Oh, whatever.
Let me go through it until I finally actually build, because I'm finding sounds right now.
How many more songs did you do in the session? Just
This is
curious.
it.
Okay.
End of first session coming up. One day.
One day. I remember really liking these lyrics too.
So in another song, I use that same melody. It's like, because you were so much in love.
That's the one I'm thinking of.
Uh-huh. And that happens in another song too. I come back to that.
Okay.
Anyway, in that song, I don't know what session it's on because I haven't gotten to it yet, but that's one that I keep thinking about, strangely.
Yeah, because we were too much in love.
But you know, I think that's actually a line from a poem.
I wrote
like,
it.
was that from you?
I definitely wrote that.
Okay. I thought maybe it was one I found online. So.
Yeah, somebody else may have said it. It's a pretty ordinary phrase, but I definitely
I like it.
wrote it somewhere.
Oh, I'm building an A/B section.
Nice.
I like how it's like a soft song, but it's got this like sub bass in it, which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
So I do the bye-bye in a second. That's my Peter Gabriel-ish thing.
I love that when the drums kicked in.
Building bye-byes for a while here. See, we're down for the end here. Oh, just as end. Helpful. I'm sitting here like this on the stream.
You really are. You're just watching it spin.
I'm so into it.
Look at those first night blues. Like, do I have to keep going? how long do I do this?
I like that.
I can tell you like it because you smile. You're like, oh,
Yeah, no. I brought it back. That's it. I'm just bringing it
so
down.
Awesome. All right. So what are you? Let's just stop and talk about the whole session holistically for just a second.
Sure.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, bye. What do you think?
I think that's an 8 for me.
That's my first 9.
Okay.
So that's your first session. That was 6 months ago. You did
That was
that
6 months ago.
all by yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that one is, you can tell I'm still pretty green at it, or at least I'm nervous or something, and just like not.
You're new.
Yeah, I'm not fully like getting into it.
Well, you're also like trying to make music and being on camera for the first
Right.
time on your own, So I can understand some nerves, but I think it was good. I think it would, we've changed a lot. We've got a lot more friends that come by now. But to think about, like, we didn't know any of the people that have come through the room and chatted.
Right.
We didn't know any good people, and that makes my heart sad. But Brett came by, and we had a good chat, and we had some good times and talks and music. So
Yeah.
thanks for sticking with it, Mr. Paris.
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to move on to session 2.
No, I got a few more questions.
Oh, sure.
I want to. We can talk about this for a minute without being too focused. Hope you guys are still in the chat. I hope you having a good time, just kind of listening. And so here's what we did. We've got your best songs, the ones you rated the highest. That last one was your favorite.
Right.
You still feel that way? Because the closest that came to that was the
Hearts of Space.
Hearts of Space, and you see in the silences.
Oh, excuse me. I'd say, I don't know.
I would say, I mean, if I have to pick one live song and one album song, I'm going to say Bye Bye is the song that should be saved for the album. It should be reworked out of that session. That was probably, I think, the one with the most kind of energy. But since you said it, and it might actually bother me a little bit, but if it sounds a lot like Because We Were Too Much in Love, we might listen to those two next to each other,
Right.
and see if we feel like that's two different songs, or if that's a song,
Or if we could build both of them into each other.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
just like shuffle them like cards and see if we can take the things that we like about that song and mix it with the other song.
Right.
And with, you know, the melody is the same, then it sounds good to me. I like that one a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of, I mean, we're gonna go through so many songs here over time, but this, what was I gonna say? There's a lot of slow songs like this that are kind of pretty, and so we probably don't want to fill a whole album unless we want to make a whole album
Yeah,
with
we'll have to
of
come
like
back to-
ambient.
We'll have to do semifinals anyway, but just to talk about this as
right.
as a session.
Sure.
If I have those two, if you had an album pick from that stream, what would it be? Just one.
Excuse me. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, probably Bye Bye would be the album pick. I mean, really, it would probably be the album and the live pick for me, because I could see it being like a way to close out a show before, or like kind of like a what do you call that? Your penultimate number before your cool like high energy closer before you leave the stage or whatever.
Yeah.
Not that, you know, people are looking for you to do encores, but that's what it seems like to me.
You're just ready for your stadium tour, aren't you?
Sure.
On the inside, you know you are. So thanks for your support, everybody, and
Yes.
getting Paris a little closer to a stadium tour.
That's right.
So
We'll
that's
put up
session
the
one.
donation thing now for a stadium tour.
I think the our agreed with our least favorite song was the Stand Up and Be Counted,
Right.
and then just behind that, the beat is about to fall apart and Spooky Jam. So that makes sense. Those are
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely the weakest of all the sessions, I'd say.
yeah.
So far. I mean,
Right.
yeah, we might run some other ones we're like, I'm not sure. But I think it was just me kind of figuring it out. But yeah, we can move on to the next one if you want.
That's a good time. Yeah. How y'all
All
doing?
right.
You good? Ready for another one?
Yeah. Oh,
Hey, Blaze.
thanks for lurk. Even though I need to work on that, just like Mace earlier today, I need to work on having a lurk command. I don't know exactly what that does. I need to look up what.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2,
Whoa,
3.
whoa, stop
Well,
that.
I think it's that people want to. Oh, this is the one. I think I start the first 30 minutes distorted.
Thanks, Lurk.
Yes.
Thanks,
But
Blaze.
thank you for the lurk. That's cool. We're gonna be playing some old music from old shows, so just kind of get a sense of what is available. But yeah, what's the lurk command do?
I don't know.
Does it just tell you that you're lurking and that awesome? And thanks for the lurk and thanks for being there.
I'm not gonna worry about that tonight.
I don't know. I'm just wondering.
Yeah. We're not maybe the worst stream on Twitch, but we're pretty new. 6 months though. We're excited.
Okay.
So next to the next session 2. Is this this is the very next session you were in a totally different.
Yes.
Oh, oops, I just typed the wrong place.
Nothing. Just a streamer know that someone's here to help out. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's always super appreciated, and I appreciate the lurk. Thanks for lurking, man. This one is distorted like this
Oh yeah, this
for the
session
first
was
24 minutes.
pretty corrupt.
So I fix it right around here, I believe. And there you go.
What's the
Fixed.
timestamp?
24 minutes if you want.
I do.
Okay. Hopefully this sounds a little better.
This is one I call wham like because it has that beat.
Okay.
It does. Oh, it does have the wham beat. That's funny.
I really hate this input thing I have. Everybody knows.
The very next episode, you're talking way more.
This is what it should sound like.
Yeah, well, I talk a little bit between songs, but yeah, not as much.
It's good for you.
This one's done with Magellan, a different synth
I
app.
guess I had to go into the settings and turn down
I'm also using the mic you're using right now instead of this
the
one.
device.
Yeah, I can see it in your hand.
Turn the
I'm going back to local solo times because I figured it might be cool between, so you don't hear all the clicks and stuff, but then I decided that this is like easier to work with.
Yeah,
And also got your rainbow crochet thing
my rainbow crochet thing.
on the back of the...
So
Oh, you
that's
do?
Good.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah, I made that for no reason
All
other than
this
I had
stuff
VR and I went, whatever.
Together.
I use it, Russell wears it, our banjo.
So I'm basically asking right now.
Changing anything.
I'm just asking if it's not sounding bad. So, well, there's Magellan. It's okay.
Hey, Rise.
Hey, welcome, Rise. Just listening back to some old tunage from over the last 6 months of our stream because it's a 6 months anniversary.
Yay.
Woot woot.
This is the first song of the second session, and all we've said so far is that it sounds like Wham.
I think this is one that I say.
I don't know, skip forward a little bit when you
Okay.
can.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Do I not do anything with this?
I think we're good now.
I was having some technical problems.
Oh, that happens.
Thank you. Thank you for the bits. Cheering 10 bits for 6 months.
Oh,
Thank you so
Rise.
much.
That's wonderful. We love that you love us. I don't know. It's got an 80s vibe for sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead a little bit. Oh, I can't find my mouse. There we go. We're doing good. Just listening to some music. We decided to watch the Super Bowl, or I did, and decided to stream afterwards. So here we are. We're kind of going through the songs and rating them based on if we think we can use them in a live setting, or if we can use them on the album, or both. And just yeah, it was really crappy Super Bowl.
Yeah, it was almost entirely unremarkable. I mean, except there was pretty good defense, etc. But yeah. So this is the same song.
Yeah. I think I built a second loop here. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking for it now. I like
What
this
would we
part.
call that drum?
It's got conga in it.
Okay.
Kind of. Now I find you.
Yeah.
Now I see. That's what I sing here.
I like this one.
Me too. Definitely rework the lyrics though.
So what did you call this one?
Now I find you.
How you feeling, Paris?
I'm just trying to hear this. No, try. Here's the part. So yeah,
I like it.
that's the B section. I mean, yeah, I hear my own voice in my earphones all the time, though. I guess. You remember it?
Yeah.
Well, it played for
love
41 minutes for the
Somebody
first.
said you sound like Matt Patton.
I might
Damn it, Mike
have his
did.
mind, but not
Oh,
his
nice.
voice.
Yeah.
That's for damn sure.
Ooh.
Okay.
No, the blue mic has been around there the entire time, but for some reason on this stream, I decided to go back to my my microphone with the switch on it. So,
Yeah.
Let's try a new
because
one.
that's what I used for the first one I did, the local solo, which is on Double Doug's stream, and I thought, well, I'll use that. But then, so anyway, that one now I see. I think it's got some cool things going for it. The first song I've had a B section on, so that's cool. And I do like the kind of beat. It's kind of 80s-ish, kind of whamish, something like that. Yeah, it's right there in the back of the stream. You're totally right. It's hanging out, going, "Hey, why aren't you using me, buddy?"
Hey, dum dum.
Hey, I'm over here, bud. Why aren't you using me?
You know how you got me for this express purpose?
Remember how the other one didn't cost anything, but I cost like $300? Well, where are you going? Anyway, so that one, see, I don't know, I feel like there's some songs that are like just way above there, and I don't know if this is one of those or not. I like it. It's got a cool little groove to it, but for me, it's still like an 8.
I think eight's good.
Yeah.
I was waffling between 8 and 9 on that one.
What do you think of this one, Rise? We're trying to get some feedback from the chat as well.
Yeah.
If there's ones that people just love,
please give feedback, because otherwise we get attached to songs that nobody wants to hear, or vice versa.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, maybe we should go back and cut these out. I don't know, that'd be hard to do. The problem is that they're so long. Like that particular one that was 41 minutes of the same song.
That's a lot.
Because half of it was like, oh, it's distorted, so I feel like I had to start over again.
Oh, okay.
So, and then I made a second version or a second section afterwards. So
I like it. I noted that it according to us, it sounds like Wham. There's definitely an 80s vibe in there.
Mm-hmm.
The conga sound is cool. And I think it gets really cool at the end, but it could use some help with the lyrics and
Yeah, I like the second section is really cool with the. I saw you put collab on YouTube. I was showing to my mom. Yeah, I definitely did. Everything
Awesome.
should be on YouTube now. I get paranoid because they only have it up for 2 weeks before they drop it off your account, and I'm always like, oh no, I'm gonna forget one of these times, and it's gonna be.
yeah, it'll be gone
and I'm
forever.
like, I know, and I'm like, no. But anyway, it's there.
And that's another good reason to dig through and
Sure.
do what we're doing and see
Yeah.
what's in there.
So this one is called When You're Alive. Okay, I remember this one a little bit.
Aww.
Oh, that sucks.
That's so
Yeah,
good.
it really sucks. You really have to be like rewatching. Okay, so let's see.
I gotta get back to here. What did you say the name of this one was?
When You're Alive? When You're Alive.
Okay. What time are we at? You still have the art,
45
right?
minutes.
You still have the piece you created, surely. That must be some consolation.
I'm watching myself build loops so I can actually see when the circles are filled in. I'm like, okay, I came up with a loop. This one's kind of cool. So you don't have the video of the painting. That sucks. I think this is one of those, so I just kind of figured I was saying that, so. Yeah, it's nonsense words mostly. I like the little. No idea. it's where is that blanket? Oh, it's on Russell right now.
Yeah, that,
It's on the banjo.
so that funny little thing just became a banjo cozy.
You call it-
Otherwise, our banjo like sings at me through the whole stream, and it's really irritating.
I also say send chills down your spine. I have a lot of songs like this that just kind of groove along.
Yeah. I'm okay. My headphones hit the mic.
It happens. I feel like I did a lot more like vocal layering in the background
Yeah.
back then.
It sounds like a hymn with some drums.
Well, it's because the organ.
Well, and all the voices together sound like a choir kind of.
I can see that. This one's about to end. Just kind of has the one part. Isn't that cool loop? Yeah.
Is that your chair that just squeaked?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's
Okay.
your second chair.
So this one.
Third, that's-
Chills up. Third one. Chills up. No, it's the second one for this stream.
But I'm talking about the chairs that you've had. So 6 months and you've
Oh, yeah.
been in 4 different chairs. in
That's
6
true.
months.
So this one, I'd say it's probably like a 6 for me. It's cool, but it's kind of it's fairly chill. It doesn't seem to go anywhere.
Yeah, it kind of just has the one part.
Yeah. It sounds cool though, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're adding me, if I added stuff this week, I didn't add anything. I just
You
changed
had added
the,
stuff though, didn't you?
the main synthesizer I'm using.
You've got your harmonizer thing over there.
Oh, you're right. I did add that. Well, I'm just lying to people. All right. So,
Welcome to Paris in Stereo. Don't
Right.
trust anything he says.
okay, this one's really world music-y. The next one.
Ooh.
I called Save a Bottle Whoa because I don't know what I was trying to say. It was like, well, you'll see what I mean.
Save a bottle, whoa.
Yeah.
Save a bottle, whoa.
Save a Bottle Whoa. Save a Bottle Whoa.
Save a bottle, whoa. What's the time?
Let's do 59, or let's do an hour.
Okay.
This has some cool, like, kalimbas and gongs and shit. So, I don't know. Yeah, I guess I got used to my own voice a long time ago, but I still kind of hate it. Every once in a while, I'm like, just answering a question from earlier. Like, it's odd hearing your own voice. And yeah, it can be. It's like,
I mean-
save a bottle, whoa! That's what I say here.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Save a bottle, whoa.
Find your beat.
Can you scrub that?
Scrub what?
I meant instead of clicking.
I'm scrubbing, yeah. I'm hitting the arrow key.
Oh, I meant like.
Oh, what? It's just harder to control. Does it sound weird?
Yeah, it just kind of like blew out. So I don't know. That's fine. You're doing great.
Oh. Save a bottle, whoa. Here,
I like it.
I'll go to. Yeah. as you said, I always have like some world music track and
Every stream, there's one song that could be in Pure Moods or something. It's not a thing anymore, is it?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Right. Oh yeah. Clearer than someone. Sorry. I did this for a while. That mic looks a little precarious there.
Yeah. It sure does. Some
So-
more high quality content from the growing cam.
That's right. Now you see what happens. See? Now you see. Okay. Oh, here's the other part, kind of. Yeah. Here's your choir. The gospel choir. Yeah, okay.
I like it.
So this ends about 1:18:05, so that was about it. Okay.
What do you
so
think?
Save a Bottle Whoa.
What are your thoughts on that guy?
It seems another like half-baked idea. It's kind of interesting, but it doesn't fully grip me. I'll give it like a 6.
I put a 7 on it
Okay.
because I would say it does grip me, but I feel like it could still go somewhere. You know, I think I was hoping for some big ending, some big finish where there was like a
Right.
like it swole up or something, and it never really kind of got there. So
Yeah.
I liked it a lot, but it'd be
Agreed.
interesting to see where it goes.
Feel free to comment on the stuff in the chat, guys.
Yeah, and we would love to if you're actively listening, which is we're listening to somebody else controlling music for you.
Yeah, it's a little disjointed. I get it.
Yeah, but
And if you say like, "Hey, I want to listen back to that part," let me know that
yeah,
too.
seriously. Or if you want us to like stop listening and move forward, then that's useful feedback too.
I'm using the microphone as a drum here.
This is this one. Hold on.
Yeah.
There, now I've played on the drums on the stream too.
Let's see. This one I wrote down, sing it like you never sung before.
Okay.
Like you never did before, I guess. So let's see what this turns into.
What's the timestamp?
125. So this one is...
You know what's funny is that rainbow color thing on your chair in this it matches your t-shirt.
It kind of does, yeah.
So you can laugh all you want at my rainbow blanket, but
I'd still say that chair is still the most comfortable chair I've had here.
really,
Yeah.
that chair is in 4 pieces.
I know, it's terrible now. There's something about these chairs that cut off my circulation in my leg. I have to like make sure I'm not.
It's just that this one wants to, as I lean forward to talk into the microphone, it slides back. So I'm just like slowly growing further and further away from my mic.
There's that thing in. I do that a lot.
Skip forward a bit.
Because.
Mouth trumpets.
Yeah, first appearance of mouth trumpet. I love mouth trumpet. I don't think this one goes to much anymore. 148. Oh, it goes. I work on it a little bit. Let's see.
Send you when do you ride? Sunday into morning, whipping you inside. Sunday the like it morning when I stay to it there.
I like that melody.
You sure do.
I do the same thing on another track too. That's still not that song.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. So it's obviously a melody that I really want to get out. I guess you would say it like that. Yeah.
Yeah, where are we going here?
I don't know. Oh, it gets really funny too. You know the sound I use on Southampton Park and Ride?
Yeah, it starts showing up in everything.
Oh my, it's in like every song. For one session, it's like every song. I'm like, I can't get away from shiny dots on any mug.
That's funny.
I should like be barred from ever using that again. I think it's like my favorite sound ever.
I think you were just looking for Southampton Park and Ride because I don't think you've used it much since.
No, because I haven't used any mug much since.
Yeah.
Because I must have been using this.
It's a pretty song.
It's so that totally is great. I use it before that song.
Yeah.
I use it like a full session before that song, and I like on every song.
I remember when we started the next session, the session in question, you were kind of like, yeah, I gotta stop using that one sound.
Yeah. I feel like I'm trying to like.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know this.
Yeah.
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 It's a little, I feel like it's a little repetitive.
Never did before. That's singing like you never, singing like you never, singing like you never did before. That's probably the hookiest thing I've done so far on that song. Okay, cool. So that was that song, singing like you never did before. Yeah, I give it like a 5 maybe.
That's exactly what I said.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it's I don't know, almost like phoning it in a little bit.
And it does have that same melody line, so it kind of like I've done that better.
Yeah.
Okay, next one is when you're making love, why won't you? Is what I wrote down, but I think it's because it's the only thing I could make out what I was saying.
Oh my goodness.
And this is like 152.
Got it.
Okay. Oh, actually a higher octane one for once. It's just easier for me to do slow songs. It always has been. My entire life, yeah. Okay. Oh, this is the famous stream with the power outage. Not the second power outage, but the first time. The power outage that happened with the keyboard. It ran out of batteries.
It was only your second stream when that happened?
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I feel like that just happened. That was so weird. Is that what's going on with your camera here?
do you mean?
Every now and then on my stream, it just kind of
Oh, freezes up?
it goes dark a little bit.
I don't see you doing that. It could also be the stream quality.
It might be.
Alright, see you. I remember this.
Sounds like a 90s video game intro.
Sounds more like Depeche Mode-ish, kind of.
Kinda.
Silence of the time.
You can tell I think it's in the stream.
We made the right decided to take it all. When done been making love and when you're making love was some girl. When done been making love and when you're making love was some girl. When done been making love and when you're making
Okay.
we're in the silence again.
Silence.
Yeah, I'm coming to it.
I should have Paris and Stereo bingo.
Here's the stereo what?
Bingo.
Bingo. That's a
Every
good
time I
idea.
said something like,
Yeah, cross it off.
if I say silence,
Yeah.
or now you see. Okay.
We,
Oh, this has a B section too. I was trying to figure out B sections.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with my monitor, but it's definitely doing some weird stuff. Let's see if I can. It just does it sometimes. But this will go black, and then there's another instance of this down here.
Oh, it's just because I'm on the button. It shows you a preview of what's coming up if your mouse is on the pointer.
I see.
Yeah. I forget you can see all that.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely can. I know that you've got some notifications, and I feel like I'm pretty sure that's Game Grumps. Skip forward a little bit.
I just had, but yeah, okay. I mean, there's really nothing different.
It's just very samey here.
I mean, that's kind of nature of loops.
I know. I feel like I have a sense of this though.
Hit those high notes.
We still got 10 streams to go through.
Okay.
No, it just occurred to me. I was like doing the math. I'm like
10 streams?
We still have 10 Sunday streams to go through.
10 Sunday streams. No, we got more than that. I got 25 streams.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a bunch of songs. We've done this for a while.
But
Yeah, we got a long way to go. That's fine.
makes me think.
Okay, so thoughts on that one?
I mean,
Sounds like you didn't like it so much.
I give it a 5.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I know like the nature of loops is repetition just
Uh-huh.
by definition, but it's also like, I don't know. I think it needs substantial work. I did go up. I was lower, and then I kind of was like, oh, that's cool.
Okay.
But what do you think? What were
Probably
you doing?
6.
You were going. You can go higher if you
Oh,
want.
I know.
Ultimately, whatever you say goes.
Well, I know.
I'm just thinking of the ones that.
I mean, it's not one I think about later, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Shiny Dots.
There's
The first appearance of Shiny Dots.
first appearance
This is at 2:17, if you will.
of Shiny Dots. What's it called?
This one's called Peter Gabriel Ask. I said Fall Down.
Fall Down.
Hmm. Let's see. I like that drum.
Yeah, me too.
I like that too. That's why it says Peter Gabriel-esque.
Yeah.
The rhythm of the heat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tis a good time.
I like this one.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay.
You gave what you had inside, and now it's all. I believe in your mistake. Be fine what you are.
Yeah, this is a lot better.
Don't give in. Don't give in.
Cool. I
Dance.
just wanted to add like 6,000 piano loops to it.
But this song.
Let's see. Henry cameo.
He does that. Silly dog.
Okay. Guess
Now
that's
that
that
that's
one.
in everyone's mind.
Cool. Okay. Fall down. I think that one gets like an 8 or 9 for me, I think.
Yeah, I gave it an 8.
Yeah, let's do 8.
I think 8. I think that was good. I think it would be a good one on an album.
Yeah.
For sure. That one's got my vote from the session so far.
Yeah, definitely best of the session.
How are y'all doing tonight? Anybody got any feelings about this song?
Let
I
us
think it
know.
was good. I think it was, yeah, just shout it out. We're looking for feedback on songs that might be good on the first album. That's already more my thing.
Unfortunately, this is the one that gets cut off by the power, and so I end the
That's
stream.
right. Yeah.
This is Junior Boys Ask.
Junior Boys.
Yeah. I just call it power outage. I don't think I got far enough to actually, like...
Oh, we didn't have any more batteries or something.
Yeah.
What's the timestamp?
2:58.
Okay. Gosh, you played Fall Down for like 45 minutes.
No, I didn't. Did I?
I mean, the last timestamp.
30 minutes.
17.
was
That must have been
2:15,
like 15
7,
minutes in.
2:15, 2:14:11 was the end of the other song, and then 2:47:13 was the end of Fall Down. But there's like that time gap between where I'm talking and I'm also like looking at stuff, but I'm just giving you a random
Okay.
time to start. So yeah, it was a long time. Yeah, I definitely got faster, I think. Okay. Do I do anything with this one?
Yeah, as far as your speed's concerned, like the Loco Solo stream that you did was super fast paced compared to some of these earlier sessions.
Yeah, because I felt like I was trying to, on that one I was trying to like just go.
Yeah.
But I also like wanted to like stay with this a little longer to like make sure they were good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I found a good happy medium later.
Yeah, I was gonna say they come together a lot faster now.
I'm also not switching between apps and stuff, and I know the patches on this better, so I can go to right what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one feels like it's on the cusp of being cool.
Yeah, I've ranked it as cool already.
I'll be like you ever did.
So that's it.
Some do, some will.
Yeah.
There's the power edge. And I come back in, I was like,
And that's how it ends. You're like rock and roll. Rock and roll. Oh,
I think my battery's dying. My battery's so dead. So I better.
so I better. So there's a clip of that. Dustin
Yeah,
took a
yeah,
clip
there is
of that.
definitely a clip of that.
Alright, let's stop this.
Oh, good old second stream.
So there you go.
Glitches.
That was the end of the second stream. I'll queue up
bang.
3 while we talk.
Not with a bang, but with a
With a whimper, yeah, unfortunately. Okay, so
welcome
that was
to,
stream 2.
Welcome to Petrus.
Oh, hey, look.
Patterson Stereo. What?
Stream 3, I'm wearing the same shirt.
Oh, hey.
Now
This
people
is
will
the
think
one.
that
Yeah.
I'm doing it right now, but I'm not.
You're not. It's like, why is this camera so small? Yeah, I was actually in New York.
Mm-hmm.
When you did this, I was at a concert at the UN.
That's right.
And I wanted to be here, so I was watching this for as long as I had signal. On my walk away from a string quartet concert, and I loved it. And I got signal on the subway a couple places back to my hotel, and then I ate some New York pizza and went to sleep listening to it.
I sure did.
It was a nice time.
Yeah, it was.
It was my first time as a spectator. Like, really.
I think this is more of a melancholy stream too because of it.
Aw.
But I like the songs though. This is the first time I used a guitar.
Wow.
This is the first. So I had figured out some crazy rig. That little Edirol gray box back there. It's my first audio interface I had in 2004. So I've had that thing 14 years and the dang thing still works. And it basically it has like guitar effects built into it, mic modeling effects. You can plug in as many as like 3 different things into it. It's got reverb built into it and delay and all these effects. It's a really cool box. I mean, they're all pretty cheap effects, but it was my first interface, and I did a lot of, like, I did These Are the Ending Credits, the second version with that. I did Time Bomb. I did what's that one? In-Home Rocking Machine.
Oh yeah.
I did that on that machine.
That's
so
classic Paris and Stereo.
so all this stuff was.
Is that on your SoundCloud?
No, not currently.
I'll throw that link up again because I love how easy it is to do now. that
Yeah,
you've
is it
got
right?
a Nightbot going. That's right.
Nightbot.
Yeah.
So yeah, I used this to basically route. I put my microphone in there from the box. I
Yes.
put in my guitar in there, and I can switch it to the bass because it has bass, and guitar effects in it. And then the one output was going into my keyboard because my keyboard can only take one input for a microphone or a 1/4-inch jack. Unfortunately, if it had a stereo in, it would be such a righteous beast, but it's just a little bit
There's
short.
some reason why it doesn't, which is weird and sad.
So it's meant to be like you plug your microphone in there or your guitar and you're done.
How late did you want to go?
Oh, I mean,
Because we've got, would you say 20? You said there were 25 streams.
yeah,
We've been streaming for 2.5 hours.
right.
And we've gotten through 2 of them.
I figured we go to at least 10.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my thought anyway.
Well, that's great. I just was curious.
I mean, or I could go to it through it or whatever we want to do.
That's okay.
Okay, so anyway, yeah, so that was my new setup idea for this, and then I end up switching to like a mixer and stuff later. But anyway, so
Can you show how you start that stream? Because that's always my favorite part.
oh
for,
sure,
for
yeah,
The first
I forgot to.
Because I'm willing to bet money that you go. All right.
Probably not. Going set the way we want it to, probably not. I hit stream and then I frequently, then I mess with the webcam.
Well, there's
Drink my McDonald's.
my
Okay.
McCup. my McDr. Pepper.
Right. Yeah, definitely McDr. Pepper.
Dashboard.
I heart NY says the shirt in both old Paris and stereo
Oh,
and present Paris and stereo.
Yeah, no intro yet, so we still haven't hit intro land with Shelby.
No Shelby, just
Just straight up
this
normal.
weirdness.
Right.
I actually took a screenshot a second ago because there's a slight reflection in your glasses that kind of changes the shape of your eye, and you look just panic stricken, like right there in that first moment.
Thanks for
Yeah.
thanks for people coming in. If this is super overdriven or anything bad like that, just let me know.
Yeah, overdrive was the
We'll
question
take
for the
care
next
of it.
Oh, I do have an
5 or
FX
6
box.
sessions. What?
Oh, I'm just thinking to myself, like, how can I add more
Zero
effects
viewers.
after the
It's always
fact?
the
And I
first
have this box I could use if I wanted to. Just run the audio into it and then back out.
Do it. Do the thing.
I'm just talking. I don't know.
You're doing great.
Okay, so this one,
Guitar.
let's see what we got here. This session starts with a guitar bass jam. I called it Welcome to My Nightmare Day. And this one is Summer is Falling Away was an alternate title. I think Summer is Falling Away is what I wanted.
Summer is falling away.
Try that out.
What's your timestamp?
End of track 1 is 12:06.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway, here we go.
Session 3. Oh, you know what? You didn't rate your power outage song.
5. I mean, it was getting there. It just didn't quite.
I had the Fall Down song
Mhm.
as an album pick, but I
Yes.
didn't mark anything else anywhere. And I don't know what that means. It just means that nothing in that set particularly
Yeah,
fascinated me.
it didn't fascinate me
It
either.
wasn't my favorite session so far.
Okay. This has more of an indie rock vibe already. It's funny how like just having different instruments you can go to just helps so much.
Speaking of indie rock vibes, what week did Todd come? Is it the next week?
9.
9.
Yeah, it's aware.
And sign you what you want me for.
Yeah, the bass has all the strings.
In and out the door.
Yes, it does. That's my actual bass.
Welcome to this nightmare day.
There's that line. That's the bass I use in the band.
Welcome to the window.
The other one I have is my old one, and it's broken mostly, but it still works for this kind of thing because only the top string's broken, and that makes it very useful. Actually, the bass I have, well, in the one I'm using here is more of a rock bass. The one I have here, the three string one I used on the collab stream, that's more of a jazz bass. It's a little plotty, this one.
Yeah, it is a lot plotty. I would call it, melancholic.
This is also I realized I could hold down a pad and stop the string stop the loops and then keep it held over, and that kind of creates a nice endings because the loops don't create a nice ending.
Yeah.
Is falling away.
Okay, anyway, that was that one. Pretty normal. It ends at 12:17 or so.
What's your 1 to 10 kind of feeling on that guy?
Maybe a 6. That's cool. I don't know. What do you think?
I put 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
I really liked how that played out.
Oh, apparently I liked it more than.
It sounded good. It was cool. I just feel like if I'm thinking looking at that song and a few of these songs and looking forward with them,
Yeah.
I feel like, I mean, it's not quite forgettable, but not quite
Agreed.
substantial, so yeah.
Okay, so this one I have listed as Now You Fall Away. Oh wait,
Goodness.
is that right? No. Where am I? 15?
I was so tired at the end of the stream because I was on the East Coast and I was all confused.
This one I say is more yacht rocky. It's called Now You Fall Away. We'll see how so we'll go.
You guys would be surprised to know how much we talk about yacht rock in this house.
Okay.
That bass is solid.
Yeah, it's a nice jam. This one, I think I take a while to come up with a cool guitar part. It has that funk.
Why won't you see the light? Same grace. Why don't you see the rain?
I don't know why I can feel Todd. Like hear Todd playing this.
Sometimes when you're in the middle of it,
You can hear that kind of yacht rockish thing.
Yeah.
it's sometimes when you're in the middle
I don't love that effect on your voice though.
I think I do it. Here I do a B section. Okay.
Ooh, I like that.
switch to the other B section. I did. Sorry. Okay, when you get that. Cool bass line. I think it's a 7 or 8 maybe.
I'm having trouble. I'm like right on the precipice of like 6 and 7.
I really
Yeah.
like that.
I'm gonna go with
Add that.
6.
So cool.
Okay.
I like it. I think it needs development. I'm taking notes too, just so you know.
Oh, this one's good.
Okay, I'm ready. What's it called?
This is called Wherever You Are. This is kind of like talking about you. This is using those shiny dots again.
I like the shiny dots.
I know, this is so good. Just makes everything great.
Where are we now? 30,
39.
39.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good line. Now, obviously, I can redo this and not use that because I feel like I've kind of used that now in something.
I don't think it would be a problem, honestly.
Yeah, that's cool. Here it is. Oh yeah, that's
I remember this one. I liked this one then.
it's kind of Southampton Park and Ride-ish, but a little more somber.
Yeah, a little more somber. Like I wouldn't put them with this as the same song unless I like listened to it a lot.
This
You can try and listen to the
time is a bottle face and you buy me fade.
Okay.
Somewhere by the fade.
It's so much better when you have lyrics like already set to go.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
It's just hard.
Now you see.
What?
I said now you see.
Now you
Fade of you.
because you
Right before this.
What's that?
you don't keep them all. Oh, this one has now you see too. The last one they did was save a bottle.
Save a bottle. Whoa. It's like I think I sing a little bit more here.
When you decide to make it a place for us.
I'm looking for something. Okay, my guitar.
Henry, if you're having a hard time, it's because you're not supposed to be there. He's pathetic. Our dog is so pathetic.
He just doesn't know how to not get in the way.
He's just old Gus. Henry.
He's like, why can't I get to you?
It's because we didn't want you to be there. That's why it's boarded off. Hey, you, my little lady.
Let's see.
Let me remember it. Find me a place
think that's pretty.
Cool.
Cool. All right.
I like that.
I like that.
I
All right. I hear it. Let's see. I'm like echoing myself.
Well, now you see.
Now you see.
Cool.
That was nice.
Yeah. Now I attempt to play Caribbean Blue for a second.
I think I was in the chat. Was I in the chat daring
Thank
you
you.
to play it?
You might have been.
Rate that one though.
Read what?
I've done
Rate-
3
rate
songs
that
so
one.
far.
Oh,
Mr. Move Ahead.
well, I'm
You
just
gotta
trying to,
run towards the horizon.
I'm just trying to get to it.
No.
8?
That's exactly what I had.
Yeah.
I'm kind of in love with this patch, so I'm thinking about doing another one with this guy.
Sure I am.
Acknowledged. Did you skip the Caribbean Blue?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Hopefully this sounds okay.
Sounds just fine.
570 40, I think.
That's fine. That's fine. I think you should do this song live. Seriously, can you imagine people losing it? I would lose it if I was at a show and they started
Right now?
playing an India song.
I'll see if I can do it.
We are people of a certain age that know this song should be known.
Thank you.
You don't have to love it. You have to
I've
respect
done
it.
3 songs so far.
That's you in the chat.
I'm kind of in love with this patch, so I'm thinking about doing another one with this guy because it's
Okay, so
That's me in the chat.
so much.
That's me in the spotlight.
the chat. This one I wrote down as before the sun will rise.
Asking for some in ya.
There's so much.
This one was
reverb
called
on this.
Before the Sunrise.
As before, comma, the sun will rise.
Okay.
That's what I wrote down.
What's your timestamp?
Like 101.
Okay.
Window, live your feet.
Sounds like the old VCR party.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Come right, and as before, the sun will rise. That's a little similar to the Southampton Park and Ride rhythm. Bum, 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 ba-dum-dum.
Yeah.
It's like it's slowly forming in my mind, like
Yeah,
how it should sound.
Yeah. Session by session, you get a little closer.
Yeah,
to
like there's things I like and I just keep coming back to it because I like them.
That's funny.
Send me a line, send me a line, send me a line, send me a line. That's what I do.
There's like an app or something that would.
Okay.
That was funny.
So that one.
That was good.
Sorry, I grabbed this random VHS tape because I was trying to prop up the DSLR last time, And have you seen 200
I have
Cigarettes?
seen 200 Cigarettes.
You have seen it.
Yeah. It's
It's
good.
got Paul Rudd in it.
He's in that?
Yeah, look.
Did I actually see this movie?
I don't know. It's also got Courtney Love in it.
Yeah, no.
It's got both Afflecks.
I was watching this movie with a friend of mine, and she's like, "That's Courtney Love," and I was like, "I gotta go." We don't have to talk about why. If
Sorry,
you know me, you know. Yeah,
it's from 19. Oh, look at the color.
I saw part of that, and I gave up on it. Yeah, it's also got the Hollywood video thing on the
I
side.
love this.
It's great.
Oh, it does. It's just. I don't know if it's a Hollywood video thing, but it's
No,
don't steal this thing.
It looked like Hollywood video on the side.
No, it's just the it's just the white like security tab.
Look.
Oh, that. You're right. oh, you mean the.
The Hollywood video sticker that takes up most of the videos.
Oh, wait, where's my
You're like, no, it's not there. I'm like, trust me.
Hollywood video? Get your VHS tapes. We have 200 of them.
We have
All right.
tons of them.
So
But most of them don't have Courtney Love, so please don't judge us.
I think that one for me, the last song, is maybe a 6.
A 6.
Yeah, maybe.
Wow, that's our biggest difference yet.
What do you think?
I put a 9 on that bad boy.
Really?
Yeah, I really liked it. I think if you change the bit that's almost exactly like
Southampton Park and Ride,
then I think
Big dee.
you could put something else in there, and it would be great. But I liked it. I feel like the Send Me a Line part could be a lot shorter.
Yeah, well.
As it kind of drones a bit, or, gets in a rut.
I know that. I don't know if I own a cowbell, which is
This was the day I decided I was getting a cowbell for Christmas, and then the closer we got to Christmas, the less of a cowbell I got you.
The less of a cowboy I get.
Yeah, to which point we got to Christmas without a cowbell, so.
Right? This is Now You'll Find Out.
Now you'll find out.
Because I say now you something. This says weird loops, I say.
Now you'll find
It
out.
says spacey, weird loops, guitar, bass, big beat. Now you'll find out.
What's our time?
118.
This sounds like the old theme song for Peep Show. You're like the incidentals.
Right?
That look on your face, you are dead serious.
Right?
Huh.
What? Does it sound like something? Sounds kind of Oxenfree-ish to me.
Yeah, that one did a bit. This was kind of all over the place.
I think this is another one, kind of like a weird one. Oh yeah. Now you find out every love is you out to me, not a good sound to me. Now you find out. Yeah,
Sounds like crappy old Nine Inch Nails.
right? Now that you find a way, now you see. Ooh, baseline though. And now what you want. Let's see.
I don't think you heard me. I said the bass was sick. Like,
Oh.
yeah, a couple minutes ago. I have to be right here.
I heard you on a different song you say that, yeah.
It's just weird. I think I can hear myself better when I'm here.
Oh, I see you turn you up.
I can hear me over here.
This is why people have compressors. Now that you find a way, now you see the light, and now
You have a compressor.
What's that?
This says Rise has a compressor on his mixer.
Yeah, there's a compressor on mine too. I'm just running for this stream. I'm running directly into my audio interface, so I don't have one.
Are you still using that thing? Whatever it was. That thing on the far side of your desk in this?
The audio interface that I was talking about?
Yeah.
No. It's back in the garage. It's just a mono solution. Basically, I can add instruments that I can want, but it's all mono. Because remember, I went through the whole thing. I was like, that's my old interface, but I had to go into the one microphone jack on this. And,
Yeah.
Anyway, you get the idea of this one. I could turn you down a little bit. I was just trying to turn you up since you said you couldn't hear yourself.
No, I just mean the mic works better right here. It's totally different everywhere that I go. So if I sit like this, then it sounds a lot better.
I think it's just because you're under a little bit more there.
Perhaps.
'Cause it should be the same from every direction. Because it's actually supposed to be this way.
That makes sense if I talk. Yeah, okay, I see what you mean. But sitting over here is not.
Yeah. It's funny. I feel like the loops that kind of have, I don't know what you call it.
I don't know.
I feel like the loops that tend to lend themselves to long play are the ones that are more ambient and more sad and solemn. The ones that are more high energy, like you can only take so much of it before you're like, okay.
Yeah, I can kind of take so much somber, and
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, you know what? I've got enough Cure records that I don't have to get.
It's not even like they're supposed to be sad. They're just kind of.
No, they're slower.
I'd say
There's
they're pretty-
definitely like a style this time.
Right.
I mean,
The others have been kind of eclectic,
Like I
but
wanna be.
aside from covering Caribbean Blue,
Right.
I feel like this whole session's been pretty peaceful.
Yeah, this one
You
is.
had said that it was. So that was Now You'll Find Out.
Yeah.
How did you feel about that?
I probably won't come back to it. It's a little 90s sounding, like you said. It's a little. I don't know. There's something about it. Maybe
So
a 5 or something.
Yeah, I put 3.
so maybe I am.
So thanks for coming to Paris in Stereo, folks. Welcome to Paris in Retrospect. We'll be doing streams like this from time to time just to catch up on this backlog of songs that Paris has written.
Oh, this one's kind of cool. This one's called You Ran Away. At least I put that in.
Okay,
And we're at 147.
got it. I'm sorry, that name one more time.
You Ran Away. I feel like this is like early Phil Collins.
I can hear it.
It's a well, it gets even more like it in a second. Let's see if I do. There you go, that part.
Where you go, you run away, and somewhere goes by. I know we'll decided to take you around.
Wow. I just looked at my the weather forecast because it was cold, and I thought, how cold's it gonna get? Yeah, now they're saying it's definitely gonna be 1 to 3 inches of snow.
Okay.
We'll see. It might change again.
I like how this one has. Like an offbeat, vocal stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes a while to layer the stuff in, but if I knew what I was doing with it, it might be kind of cool. Hey, thanks for the host, Tendoko. 6-viewer stream.
Hey, thanks, man.
Yeah, we're just listening to some old songs.
Should say. Yeah, we're just doing a retrospective, digging through some old improv tonight.
Seeming like you never end. So now you inside.
I should have just played this as if it was happening right now.
While you are away, save another day. When you're off to meet a man, I don't know, time's away. I'm the rain, on the long day.
You're working on a Genesis tune for Y-Rock?
That's kind of awesome.
What do you... Whoa. You're working on a Genesis tune for Y-Rock?
What is that?
That's your phone.
No, it's not.
I can hear it. Or it's your laptop.
That's
Okay.
my laptop. I have no idea how that got turned on.
I was like, stuff it coming from over where you are. So explain what you mean by Genesis tune, because I'm a huge Genesis fan. So huge that I have a freaking
I was wondering, is it?
we have Phil Collins' book about the Alamo, because he is a huge Alamo fan, and he wrote a book about it, and we have it, and it's amazing. He actually donated like most of his collection to the Alamo Historical Society, and went there and like gave a speech about it. Anyway,
fantastic.
not to say that Phil Collins is all Genesis, but I wanted to know, you're working on a Genesis tune. What are you working on, a specific Genesis tune, or like something like Genesis? Oh, a music tracker called Deflamask that write chip tunes for various consoles. Oh, okay. So yeah, I remember Deflamask. You're like, I have no idea what you're talking about. No, I had it actually says Deflamask or something when you turn it on. It's just a tracker program. You can just like any other trackers.
I've been trying to think of the name of Tractor for weeks.
Oh, it's just called Deflamask. It's not called Tractor. But Tractor is a DJ thing. That's
I've been
different.
trying to remember the name of it, and you
really?
said it, and suddenly it just came. I was like, yes, that's what I was thinking of.
So, what are you? What piece are you working on?
I like chiptune stuff.
Like you're working on a opening title for him?
I like music.
Maybe he got tired of waiting for me to finish this tune. He said, "Hey, you know what? Someone else do it." That's fine. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Do you have other music? 80s inspired is always good for me.
Yes.
Throw my SoundCloud in there.
You betcha.
I got some 80s inspired stuff sometimes.
The song on the top of the SoundCloud page. Full example. John Delabarto. I'm changing this.
I've written a couple of tracker tunes on Fast Tracker 2, which is an old DOS program. This one's kind of R&B-ish sometimes.
A little bit. I think I would change those vocals just a little bit. That vocal loop gets... It's a lot.
Have a good night, Rise.
Good night, Rise. Get some sleep. We'll talk soon.
Do we have a set that you can put links in now, or If you have any 10 Note Co, if you have your any links to your music, I would love to hear some of it.
Yeah, oh wait, so just whisper it up.
Or you can whisper as well if it's not working here. Got an hour left in the stream, this stream. So that was pretty much that one.
Yeah.
Let's see. That's when I said that was Phil or Shine Down's Drum Machine. You Ran Away.
How do you
Cool
feel
vocal
about
overdubs. I thought it was cool. I thought it was like I think it was like an 8 for me actually.
Okay.
I just like the chords and the feel of it. It didn't necessarily have to have that vocal thing.
Yeah, that was the thing, because I wanted to give it a lower number between 1 and 10, and then as I listened to it, I was like, no, it's just that one thing that it's a little aggressive, and I think it could
it's probably just
either
a
be
mix.
quieter or something. So, but I put a 7 on that guy.
Come on, bud.
So was session 3 a longer session than usual, or?
Nope, it's 3 hours.
Huh.
Why?
Oh, we're just not as far through it as I thought we were. When you said there was another extra hour, I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, maybe 50 more minutes of this. So I wonder if I should switch.
There's only 3 more songs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Maybe it just takes a while to get through these songs.
Let's do those 3.
Okay.
What?
No, here. My tired baby.
I'm tired. I had a big burst of activity today.
You did. You did awesome.
Actual physical activity. I'm tired.
I think Henry feels like he only thinks he can get through this way now.
Yeah, he can see me. It bothers him that there's a barrier there, so he's just gonna stand between me and you and scowl at me. And I'm thirsty. I'm just crazy thirsty.
Let's see. This one I have written down. I think I say memories maybe in it, so you can just write memories.
Got it. What's your timestamp?
2015, or sorry, 2:15. 2:15.
I was like,
2 hours 15 minutes.
2 hours 15 minutes. Roger that.
I say good beat at 22 minutes, and yeah.
I'm already liking the beat, actually.
I'm sure.
I'm already wanting to give this a little higher. Well, it's the first kind of dancey song you've done this evening on this stream.
Right. I think I don't enjoy doing the dancey ones as much as the other ones for me.
I love those.
I know.
I love those.
It's like happening too fast for me. I need to be steeped in it for a while.
No, I think this is great. This is way more my speed. Unless I feel like a good ballad, in which case all bets are off. Yeah, faster, faster, faster. This is righteous.
Anybody you know? Oh, he's over here.
This is nice and peppy. Pitiful dog.
Now you see.
We're only up to 4 different songs that say "Now You See Now."
There's probably more. We just probably missed the
I know.
point where I said it.
Oh my gosh, we've been through 24 songs.
I'll turn into a ballad. You just watch. Let's keep going this one. All right. Goodness.
Okay, I really like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I felt that. That felt good. I gave it an 8.
I'll give it a 7.
Okay.
This one has a hitchy beat. It's got vocal stuff in it, as I was hearing for a second there. What did I say? What am I writing here?
I don't know.
I have no idea. Weird notes.
Beach me. I just live here.
Okay, well, let's hear it.
I. So you don't know what you called it?
Nope.
Oh, what's your timestamp?
2:42.
I'm gonna name it Old Belchy.
Old Belchy.
It sounds like a guy belching kind of in funny voices.
Okay. Oh, I think I just totally decided to scrap that one, by the way.
Oh man. That's okay. It's Old Belchy / something else. It's got a nice like rock beat.
Yeah, I think this is the last song here now. This one's I called Hard Truths. We could talk about the other one, but it hardly.
It's fine. It's
Yeah.
short.
We'll just go along.
What's your timestamp?
2:53.
2:53. And I'm sorry, the name one more time.
Hard Truths.
Hard
Hard Truths.
Truths.
Truths. See?
We'll find you. Hard truth. Hard truth. Hard truth. We'll find you. And I'll never again. I will never decide to believe you. Hard truth, find you. We'll find you.
I think this is the most like a Loco solo song.
You said what you wanted. You said what you wanted. It's time for you to face the facts. To face the facts. And now you're saying. Now you're waiting for the hard truth. We'll find you. Are they soft or? Oh, I see. Are they hard too?
That's funny. I remember this song. I remember I had just finished eating my New York pizza and I was going to bed.
But what about the? What will they do?
What will they do? They'll find you. Oh, I see.
That's really funny. This is more like Loco Solo than any of the other songs you've done so far. I love it. It sounds like that's what you sound like in the shower too. Just kidding.
So chaotic.
You're just dancing, getting boogers.
Hall chase are finding you.
I'm the cool guy, I guess.
I'm the cool guy, I guess.
Hard truth.
There you go. That's the end of the stream.
That's amazing.
How do I end the stream? Let's see.
Okay.
What do you say?
Well, we're overtime. As
Oh,
per
yeah.
It's true. That's true.
You're on your timeline.
I don't know what that was, but I'm gonna say it. Thank you everyone for coming to check it out.
No, I had Shake Shack that night.
Oh.
There's some pretty cool
Tasty.
sounds
Yeah.
doing in here, and I
Hate me.
thought pretty good about it, and felt pretty
It
good
was
about it.
rad. I'd
But
do it again.
yeah, do this every week from 5 to 8 Pacific time.
Specific
And,
time.
I hope you check it out next week. 11/11, everyone, in New York City. Have a good night, and
Aw,
Must be.
thanks so much.
good
for
night,
stopping
Jason.
by.
In the past.
If I could just find the way to end the stream, I would find the way
Show
to
me the
stop.
way to go home.
Eastern time.
Time.
So there you go.
Go to bed. Good work.
All right.
That's 3 streams.
3 streams we went through.
That's amazing. Well, that was 26 songs.
Okay.
Oh, did you want to rate Hard Truths real quick?
Oh yeah. I don't know. It's fine. It's like a 5.
I give it a 9.
What?
That's our biggest gap so far. Yeah. I was like, this is cool. It was fun. It was peppy. It was silly. You seemed to be having more fun playing Hard Truths than any of the other songs.
Well,
And I think that's the danger, right? Like, you want to be seen as a serious musician, but it's also fun to be silly.
yeah.
So
I
we
think
were
that's
talking
hard.
about how you feel like maybe you aren't showing much of your personality on the stream.
Right.
And I think the clips that we have, if you look at our clips, they are very indicative of your
Right.
personality. So I think you'll see more of that kind of coming out the more you stream. And I'm sure, like, as we continue to go through this exercise of like going through a few streams, we'll see you kind of coming out more and more.
Yeah, maybe. I kind of go back and forth, I think. I mean, there's stuff like, Milk the Fairies and whatnot that are
That's
coming
true.
up that are great.
It depends on what's going on in the chat too. It's
Yeah.
totally different events.
But, I don't know. I think it's
I liked it. I thought it was great.
it's silly and fun. I think mostly I just want things to sound more together. And when I don't hear them sounding together, it's hard for me to like them as much. But
That makes sense.
it's just, and the words, I think the words being lacking,
Yeah.
it's harder for me to
We're a
like
few streams
them.
away from me joining you. And
That's
that'll be
true.
great.
And I do a little better at improving later.
Yeah. I think you started reading things too, which helps.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, so that was 26 songs. It's 3 sessions. I don't know which ones are the longest ones, but the highest rated ones. So Hearts of Space is definitely in a top on the list. You See in the Silence was good. We liked the melody there and the loops. I think Doctor Who would be fun. I think Bye Bye so far is the one that we agreed across the board on. As far as we both felt like that should be on an album. Mm-hmm. And that we would want to hear that like ready to go live. So I think that's the one that we're the most excited about from the first session. The second session was kind of quiet and somber, a little serious, but we really liked Fall Down and Wherever You Are on that session as well.
Right, wherever you are, that was pretty. Yeah,
And
they,
then-
they do kind of run together, and if they don't like stick out a lot, maybe that's something to consider.
I've
as well.
got a ton of notes in here and things that we talked about tonight, and I know you've got your notes too.
Yeah.
I think, and then the third session was kind of more chill, but we liked As Before, The Sun Will Rise, and what's the other one? Hard Truths and Memories were some of our favorites on that one. So
Right.
10 out of 10. Thank you, Kale.
Yeah. Thanks, Kale.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I don't know what the future of the Paris in Retrospect kind of campaign is, but I think we're on a good path and we should keep going.
Okay.
So maybe we'll consider that on Wednesday or next week, or we still have to
Yeah.
write. We still have to, make music.
Yeah, I'm thinking that maybe people enjoy, or they come here for the Sunday improv streams, I suppose.
It's our favorite too.
So we could potentially do this Wednesday coming up,
Yeah, that sounds good.
and maybe we could even do it, not till the next Wednesday, or do it again on a different day. But maybe next Sunday we can just plan on doing a normal improv stream.
I would add, so for anyone who's new here, then we'll tell you we stream normally on Wednesdays and Sunday nights. We'll be changing that schedule up in the future. Today
Right.
we were kind of talking. So Jason's going to be in a play in May, which is
Right.
going to eat into to some time. But we're going to work something out.
Yeah. They said something like 4 to 6 practices a week. So it may be that the days that they choose that I have like a normal normal rehearsal might be on a Wednesday or might be on a Sunday night. So it's very possible that this may change for the next couple months to different nights. I'll let you guys know what that is. But yeah, otherwise we'll just try to find time like on off days to do it.
My chat window just crashed, so I can't see what Kale said.
I said I like the games and the music.
I like the games and the music. Okay.
Yeah, we haven't done a game stream for a while. It was fun doing the 12 days of Jingle Jam. I realized that it was another one of those things where just because we knew we had to do it because we said we'd do it, we did it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then as soon as we like kind of lift off on the pedal a little bit and say like, no, we could do it, we could not do it, then we don't.
Yeah,
right?
well, February is going to be kind of a busy month for us IRL.
Yeah.
And then it's probably not actually going to be that bad. And then March is going to be kind of bananas, but we want to do more gaming for sure.
For sure. Yeah, I think it's overall, I'd love to add a third day of streaming that's gaming every week. It's just hard to find a good time to do it.
Yeah, we've had trouble committing to that one.
Yeah, by the end of the week from work, we're all just super tired, and we're like, oh gosh, I don't know if we could do this.
Yeah, I would like to find some night that we could stay up late, because it's a school night. We both got to get up and go to jobs.
Yeah, it's finding a good time to do all this stuff. I think is hard.
Yeah, we're working on it. So
we could do a Friday night. Maybe we could do a Friday night game, and I mean, I could also do it where I don't do streaming during the week at all, and I just do all weekend. But that I just don't want to
there are
like.
so many different paths we could go down.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to commit to something that I'm going to have a hard time delivering on. Mm-hmm. And so far, Sunday, Wednesday has been pretty easy to deliver on, which is nice. A few exceptions here and there, but anyway, yeah.
So, folks, it's time.
It's time for us to call it a night. This is 6 months coming up in a couple of days, and it's been a wonderful time so far, and I look forward to the next 6 months. Up into our year celebration. We got to figure out something to do for the year celebration. That'd be sweet. Maybe then I will do like a concert of all the learned songs or something like that in August. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah.
We'll find some cool thing to do.
Yeah. So
we're just getting started.
We're always just getting started. So we hope that you guys tune in next time. We'll be back on Wednesday, probably doing a little bit more retrospect stuff. And then next Sunday, we'll be doing the improv again. Barring any complications. Yeah. So hope you guys have a wonderful night, and we'll see you next time. Thanks so much for stopping by.
Peace out. Good night, folks.